Hey guys, okay, so today I am going to be doing another showdown between two products that claim to do similar things. It is going to be on foundation, and it is going to be between the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous Natural Glow Foundation in medium beige and the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup in natural buff. Okay, so I don't know if the colors are going to really match up, but I got them as close to each other as I could. So I am going to do one on one half and one on the other. So I am going to do the CoverGirl on my right side and the L'Oreal on my left, and I am going to be applying them with my Real Techniques blender. I've already done my eye makeup, but there's nothing else on my face, so I'm just going to put on my Too Faced Hangover RX moisturizing primer, just because that is what I do anytime I go to put on my makeup. So okay, so they both have squirt tops, or like a pump. So the CoverGirl one and, oh gosh, now that I have moisturizer on my hands, I can't get that a lot off. The L'Oreal one. So they both have little pump for the lid. So I am just going to pump a little bit out. And just like how I do my normal makeup, I am just going to dab it on my face before I blend it out. This CoverGirl one seems like it's a really thick consistency. So let's see here. So I have the CoverGirl on my left. I'm just going to go ahead and apply the L'Oreal on my, I have the CoverGirl on my right, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply the L'Oreal one on my left. Just while we are at it, just to make things a little easier for me. And when I apply it to my face, the CoverGirl definitely looks darker than the L'Oreal, so hopefully it won't be too obvious if they're different colors once I blend it out. As well as the L'Oreal is very, it's a lot thinner. It's more smooth. It's a thinner product. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my blender and just start blending out. The CoverGirl one smells really good. It is a little tricky to blend out just because it is a little bit of a thicker product, but I'm still able to blend it out. It just takes a little bit more like working time, basically. Make sure I'm going to go down my jawline to blend it out just in case it's not exactly the right shade for my skin tone. Okay, so that is the CoverGirl Stay Luminous Foundation blended out on my right side. And now I am going to blend out the L'Oreal one. So I definitely can tell that the L'Oreal foundation is definitely a thinner product. It's blending out more like, kind of like a tinted moisturizer. It's not very thick. but it seems to be giving pretty good coverage, regardless of the fact that it's not a very thick foundation. It is kind of hard to blend around my nose though. There you go. I think that they are both fairly easy to blend out, especially with this beauty blender. Since the L'Oreal one is a thinner foundation, it blends out quicker. However, since it is thinner, I feel like if I go over it too much, I'm gonna take some of the product off, which I kind of did on my nose a little bit, and I had to go back over it. Okay, so I have those evenly blended out. They're a little tacky, not too bad. A little tacky on my chin. Maybe I need to blend it in more. I don't feel like it's very like luminous though. Like, I mean, there's some sheen to it, but it's not like as glowy as I was imagining them to be. So that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, you can tell in the light that there is definitely a little bit of a sheen, but in person, it doesn't look as shiny as it does on my screen here. I'm gonna set my foundation with my normal powder that I normally use, which is the Too Faced Absolutely Invisible powder. I just set it with a flat top kabuki brush. Okay. So I have that set just kind of down my T-zone area, a little bit on my cheeks. Still a tad bit tacky, not too bad though. I definitely don't think those are very illuminizing though. I don't know if it's because I had them side by side or maybe I should have applied more, but they seem, I don't know, they kind of seem like maybe a matte to satin finish on me. With the light reflecting off of my face, I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit of glow, but definitely not as much on a couple BB creams that I did a showdown on, which were the Maybelline Bronzed BB and the NYC BB Cream Bronzed Radiance. These guys have way more like bronzy and illuminating aspects than these foundations. So that's interesting to me. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can blend out the rest of my makeup evenly with these foundations. I am going to apply my highlighter that I normally apply, my contour and my blush, and see if they both evenly work with my other products in regards to blending out and application and everything. Okay, so here's my face after I have applied my highlighter, my blush, my bronzer, contour, and a little bit of a lip product. My highlight, my liquid highlight that I used is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. And it definitely blended out better on the CoverGirl Stay Luminous side of my face, on this side. And then on the L'Oreal True Match side, it was a little bit more tricky to blend out, and I think it's because this was like a thinner, more fluid foundation compared to the CoverGirl one. This one was a little bit thicker. So I think the staying power of the thicker foundation kind of benefited me on that in regards to blending out my highlighter, because I think it just started taking off the foundation after a while after dabbing it so much to blend it out. Like I said before, they don't seem very illuminizing. I mean, there was like a little bit of sheen to it, but as soon as I set my face with a setting powder, it was gone. Like, it was just a matte, basically, foundation. Right now, since I do have my highlight and my contour, my skin is glowing, but I had to do that. The foundation didn't do that on its own. So I don't really know how to rate these foundations. I don't know. I don't think one's better than the other because they both didn't really do much. I like the lightweight aspect of this foundation because I use more of like BB creams or tinted moisturizers, more so than foundation. So this one's definitely more lightweight. So if you want a lightweight foundation, the Magic Lumi is, you know, the one you should choose. If you don't really care about how heavy your foundation is, the CoverGirl one is thicker. I think it's gonna have better staying power. But I don't know if over time that would look cakey, depending obviously on how many layers you add to it as well. And for both of them, I had to then go back and add my own highlight because I didn't think that it was really illuminizing, like, at all. Especially after I set it with some powder. So, I don't know. I don't know what I think about these. Maybe I'll do another type of first impression or review on these products, but one by themselves, like not comparing them to each other, but just putting it on and applying it all over my face, seeing what the wearing power is, or wearing time, see how they hold up throughout the day, if they start to separate or get blotchy or just start to wipe off after time. I do, for the True Match Lumi, have their Magic Lumi light infusing primer that I have not tried yet. So maybe I'll do another video where I use these two together and see if I can get that foundation to be more illuminating than it comes off to be. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want to see those foundations on their own, if you want me to do a review with the Magic Lumi light infusing primer along with the Magic Lumi foundation. If you guys don't care, if you don't want to see them, I don't know, just let me know in the comments below. But that's basically my review on those. Not too impressed with those items, actually. So thank you for watching my showdown between the CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous and the L'Oreal True Match Healthy Luminous makeup. And until next time, bye.